Alright, so welcome guys to another unboxing, and today we're gonna check out the Sabbat G12 Elite. You know, Sabbat is really popular here in this channel and in the community as well. And this is your gaming version of your favorite Sabbats. And yeah, what I heard about this is this has really good latency, and we're gonna check this out. Of course, big thanks to Prime Goods for sending this over. Links down below for their shop. You're getting Sabbat G12 Elite Games Series, Unity as well. And also in terms of the overall shape, this is similar to the Sabbats that we have reviewed before, the A12s and also X12 Ultras. And here you're getting some specs, Bluetooth 5.0, 6 hours of battery life, low latency, and also dual mode switch as well, game, music, dual mode. From what I'm seeing here, this doesn't have aptX support, and this is gonna be your unboxing experience. Opening it up, and then you're getting that maybe matte box here. That's pretty cool. Actually, the box is very similar to the X12 and E12 Ultras as well. Yeah, and also the unboxing experience very similar here overall. So again, this is a gaming pair, marketed as a gaming product, but yeah, this is not overly gamer. This is still something that you can use when you're outside, when you're doing some casual listening. You won't look like a gamer here. So looking at the case itself, very similar to the X12, if not the same size here. Overall it's glossy in design, but yeah, for Sabbats you're actually getting maybe a glossy, matte. It will be up to you. There's a lot of designs to choose from. Opening it up, yeah, again, very similar to the Sabbat X12 and E12. As you guys can see, it doesn't shout at you that it's a gamer pair. And that might be something for some people to consider. Look at the lobes itself. Actually, you're getting again very similar to the E12 Ultras. Maybe this is a touch more flashy of that design compared to the E12. You have that lightning design here overall. It still doesn't scream gamer to you, but maybe it has that maybe 5%, 10% of a gamer trim. So yeah, I think for some people, especially if you still want to use this for some casual listening. Alright, so comparing it to the CyberFox T1, as you guys can see, the CyberFox is definitely more of a gamer pair. The gaming look here is maybe around 75%. This very small percentage, maybe 10% of a gamer look. So this doesn't scream to you as a gamer pair, and that can be something for you guys to consider. And as you guys can see, even inside, even the lighting here, you have that gamer trims. Here, you have very similar trims to the E12 Ultras. Alright, so comparing the case to the X12s, as you guys can see, very similar, if not the same. So you're actually getting wireless, charging here at the bottom, which is nice. And at the back, you're getting USB-C, and both trims are similar as well. But yeah, the difference here is this is a glossy finish, this is a matte finish, and you're getting very similar design as well overall. So if not, again, the same design, this just looks again more, maybe a bit more flashy, maybe a bit more aggressive. And of course, you're getting that maybe IEM design here. It goes inside your ear. So maybe similar to maybe an IEM design. And that's definitely something, that I like, that falls to my preference, because when you wear this on the ear, it looks like more of an IEM fit, and that looks a bit different. You look like more of an enthusiast when you wear this compared to maybe AirPods-esque designs. This is a bit more enthusiast looking. So let's pair this up and then listen to the sound. Alright, so connection is pretty seamless here, and we are now connected. Let's listen to some Beat It Michael Jackson. Alright, so this is a U type of shape on the ear. You have ample bass at the bottom. So maybe this is a bassy V type of listen to the ear. So very similar to the E12 Ultras in the signature on the ear. But from what I remember, this might be a little bit less bassy compared to the E12 Ultras. So the soundstage is above average. So, not that bad overall, especially for some music listening. For the G12, even if it's targeted as a gamer pair, you can still use it for some music listening. So, from what I'm listening right now, this is not an overly bassy pair. So, maybe compared to the CyberFox T1, the CyberFox T1 is definitely maybe 5 dB, 10 dB more bass heavy compared to the G12. The G12 is a bit more controlled in the bass region here. This is not an overly bassy pair. And again, being a U type of shape on the ear, the mids is recessed, the vocals is recessed in the mix. So maybe the recession is maybe 3 dB more recessed than what I would like. Sound quality is more of a lively type of listen, very engaging type of listen. So this is more of a fun type of listen to the ear. Also in the smooth side of presentation as well. This is not your super clean technical kind of listen to the ear. This is more of a fun, engaging type of listen to the ear. So on top, you're getting a fairly good extension on top, but I would say not the most extended top that I've listened to. So this is not your analytical type of listen to the ear. So yeah, the extension on top is not the best here. Detail retrieval, average to below average, not the most detailed pair. This has maybe a touch micro detail there, but this won't be something that you want to use for some critical listening. So we're now listening to some Let's Groove Earth, Wind and Fire. The vocals is actually still have good body in the mix. It doesn't sound thin for me. It's more for bright vocals, even if it's recessed in the mix. It's not muffled to listen to. It's still quite full in the mix. But again, this is not the fullest vocal that I've listened to because it's a U type of shape. The vocals is still back in the mix, but not that bad, I would say overall. This is not a hollow, sounding TWS. Actually, in terms of the overall presentation as well, this is not overly aggressive. So it's in the engaging side of things, but it's not the most aggressive pair that I've listened to. So it's not that bad in terms of the fatigue on the ear. It's not that sibilant to listen to. So you can listen to this for a long listening session. So the listening comfort for me is okay in this TWS. Actually, overall, in my listen for some music listening, I'm enjoying my listen. For a TWS, it's a pretty good sounding pair. For some music listening, I do like it over the CyberFox T1. Also, I do like it over the BH60 Saramonic as well. So for a gaming pair, this might be the best sounding TWS that I've listened to, and that's actually really surprising. So for the fit on the ear, this is the same as the E12 Ultras for me. So it stays on the ear, fairly stable, but I wouldn't use this for any exercising. So I think for more extraneous activities, we would want some fins. Isolation is above average here. It isolates most of the noise, so not that bad overall. And also listening comfort, wearing comfort is not that bad as well. So it's fairly comfortable to wear. It's quite breathable on the ear, so you can wear this for a long listening session here. But yeah, maybe one issue that I encountered is you need to do some fiddling for you to be able to get a right fit on the ear. So maybe it's not that easy to get a good fit on the ear here. So actually for this, I would change the tips here to maybe either foam tips or better fitting tips to make the fit easier on the ear. So testing out the footsteps positioning for PUBG Mobile, actually pretty good on this. So even some verticalities, I can locate the footsteps, and also the horizontal positioning as well is quite accurate to look at. So given the slightly bigger stage in this, and also not that bassy of a listen as well, so I can pinpoint the instruments quite easily on this. Also not that aggressive sound as well, but the footsteps positioning for me is quite good for this overall. I would say this is a bit better compared to the CyberFox T1 for me, because sometimes the CyberFox T1 can be too bassy of a listen. So the separation is not that good compared to what I have with the G12 Elite. That it's a bit better for me. Bass of the Blonde 03, and you're also getting that maybe double horns of the Blonde 01 as well, and you're getting that liveliness of the Blonde Mini here, that more impactful kind of sound of the Blonde Mini. So it's like a culmination of the strengths of several blondes and put into one. So this is the mic test of the Sabbat G12 Elite. How is the sound quality? There's supposed to be some noise cancellation going on. Can you understand my voice fine? Let me know down in the comments below. And this is the sound quality with some people talking in the background. Can you still hear my voice fine? Can you understand my voice? Of course, let me know down in the comments below. Alright, so let's try to close this thing. So for the Sabbat G12 Elite, this is quite a nice gaming TWS. So it's very similar to the E12 Ultra, but from what I remember, this is maybe a touch less aggressive compared to the E12 Ultras. So it's a well-rounded kit for me. So it's still very nice for some casual listening. It's not that bassy of a listen. Still a U type of shape, but not overly done. Still good for some music listening, for some gaming as well. So since it's not overly bassy, the separation is still quite good, and I still can pinpoint footsteps quite easily. With this one, the separation is a bit better for me compared to other gaming TWSs that I have checked out. And also the latency barely noticeable in this, and also the design for me is quite versatile as well. So you can wear this even if you're wearing a formal suit. If you want to look more understated compared to maybe a more loud gamer look, this is something that you can consider. This is just something like the E12 Ultras, well-rounded kit here, especially if you're just gonna buy one TWS. guys, I think this is gonna be a well-rounded kit for you to consider. Of course, in terms of cons, this doesn't have aptX. Also, the fit on the ear not the best as well. So you know, I would like to have some fins here to make it even more versatile, to make it, you know, usable for maybe some exercising. That would be nice. And also for me, I would like it that you know, the build quality here is a bit updated or a bit changed compared to the E12 Ultras. I think that will give this more of a unique selling point compared to, you know, other Sabbats here. But yeah, that is you know, the cons that I can think of. But otherwise, this is a well-rounded kit. I would recommend this. Of course, that's my take on the G12 Elite. Really cool from Sabbat again. So you know, Sabbats make really cool products. A lot of their products are really nice value, and this is one of them as well. Of course, if you learned something, leave a like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next zpolt unboxing. Goodbye.